guys, so we're here back again with another review, and today we'll be taking a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Walmart exclusive gold label Red Hood Unmasked, or Jason Todd, whichever you prefer. But for this review, to keep things short and sweet, we're going to call him Jason Todd because that's what he is. So, once again, this is a figure brought to you in part by our sponsors. Mr. Brian's Toy Chest. Yes, this is my dad's figure. He got it quite a while ago. I think before I got the Templar Ezreal, if I'm not mistaken. But this is a Walmart exclusive. I'm sick of saying exclusive, if you haven't realized. But this is another exclusive. Yet another exclusive. And to be honest, I passed this one up. But there is one thing about it that makes me wish I did buy it, which is more or less a comment my dad made, but we'll get into that. So getting into the meat and taters here, we got the crowbar. Comes with this. I think this comes with the Joker, although I thought his was a little bigger. Either way, it comes with a freaking crowbar. No guns, no Red Hood helmet, which I think that would have been a little better if he came with those two. Because this is a reused body. They didn't have to do a whole lot of new tooling, just these swords and the head. Speaking of which, rest of his accessories, he's got the standard McFarlane stand, which you know is whatever. And he does have a collectible trading card, but I don't have that handy because my dad keeps everything in the package. So, yeah. No. But he does come with these cool looking swords. You're going to want to be careful not to pop the freaking hands out while you're getting them out of his hands. But they're very, I would say these are short swords, but they look a lot like something the League of Assassins might use, or Ra's al Ghul. Maybe we'll get one of these with a Ra's al Ghul in the future. That'd be kind of cool. But I like this. I wish I had one for mine, because I do like the swords. I'm a sword guy over a blaster guy any day. Even though Red Hood's main shtick is his guns, and he doesn't have them. Same with that, what is it, the Three Jokers version of Red Hood, which is a different figure entirely. But then he comes with the Ghost Rider sword, which looks freaking cool, but I think the Azrael sword's a little better than this, but this is fine. This is sufficeable. It looks cool. It's got the flamey flame there. But other than that, this is essentially a variant of a figure I took a look at literally not too long ago, depending on when I upload this. So I'm going to leave a link to that in the description below. We're not going to go over articulation and everything in this video. You can just go check that out, because it is basically a review of the Red Hood. I did do a video on the 2-pack with Knightwing, but Knightwing was just kind of there. So he was an accessory, as they say. But this guy still has the crappy hands that Red Hood had. You can't move them, really. This one's super duper loose, too. I don't know. Feels like it's not plugged in all the way, which is a darn shame. Yeah, it does not feel like that's plugged in all the way. Yeah. It feels weird. It feels very loose and floppy, so I don't know what's going on with that. I will say the shoulders on this guy are top notch. Those are nice, butter smooth, and nice tight. Hips kind of loose on this side, but I actually did some surgery on my Redeemer, and it looks like McFarlane joints. You could just pull them out of the socket. I'm not going to do that with this figure because it's not mine. But you could probably pop this off pretty easy and put a little bit of adhesive in there and tighten that up if you needed to. Ankle joints are on point, though. He's got nice tight ankles. I think they're better than mine, but whatever. But the piece de resistance to this figure, the reason you're going to be buying it, is the unmasked Jason Todd head, which I thought had the little Robin mask on it, but I guess it does not. I thought the, what's his name? Shoot. The Mattel Red Hood from the Killer Croc Wave a couple years ago. I thought that one had the domino mask, like Robin has. Maybe it doesn't. I'm crazy, but I will say one thing about this head sculpt. This is something my dad pointed out. It looks like young Charlie Sheen. Like Men at Work era Charlie Sheen. So yeah, that's friggin' hilarious. And now I kind of want this figure. But you can't find it now, so it's whatever. I'm going to do something funny with it, though, at the end of the video. You can stay tuned for that if you want. But, God, I love that movie. You don't mess with another man's fries. Just another crazy person with a gun. I mean, being a Keith David fan, I obviously going to love that movie. I will say he's a bit of a pain in the patoot to stand, though. But yeah, other than that, he is the same figure as the other Red Hood. So again, I'm not going to go over all the articulation and whatnot. His thigh cuts aren't any better on this one either. I'd say they're a little worse. But, you know. Yeah, no. It's an alright figure, but I do much prefer the other one that I have already over this. Even though it does look like young Charlie Sheen, and that's definitely giving it some bonus points. I think for a gold label exclusive figure, we should be getting a little bit more. Like the Battle Damage Batman, we got a lot with that figure. We got a heck of a lot. Especially in the paint department. But with that being said, let's take a look at some comparisons. First up here is our semi-new Jason Todd / Unmasked Red Hood variant next to himself, of course, as promised. Did I promise it? I don't remember, but we're doing it anyways. Of course, we got the helmeted Red Hood from the Knightwing and Red Hood 2-pack, and we also have the Knightwing from said 2-pack because these guys are based off their new 52 looks, and as you can see with the helmet, the helmeted Red Hood stands probably slightly, maybe just a smidge taller. Just a smidge, maybe a hair. And then Knightwing, of course, is a little taller as well. I'm not sure if that's accurate or not, but I'm okay with this scale. Jason Todd's not really an older character in most cases. Sometimes he is, I would say, in the movie Under the Red Hood, which is funny, that aired on Cartoon Network after I uploaded the Red Hood Knightwing 2-pack video, but I digress. Sometimes he is older, but I like to imagine him as being younger than Dick Grayson, so I'm okay with that scale. But again, I do prefer the helmeted look for this character. I think that paint job, that candy apple red metallic, just pops on that figure. And last but certainly not least, we have our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibulus and the Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn. And while Jason Todd here is a fine addition to the Men in Red and Black Club, I mean, he fits the bill right, unfortunately, this is my figure, so he's not going to be allowed in. So, sorry, bud, but with that being said, time to wrap things up. Some final thoughts. Overall, and while I do think that the 2-pack / Walgreens exclusive version of Red Hood is the better Red Hood we've gotten from McFarlane Toys' DC Multiverse line, if you did miss out on that, this is not bad. Although I will say I wish he at least came with his guns, and to be honest, I think it would have been better if he came with the helmet as an alternate head option. Something I think McFarlane Toys needs to expand upon in the future for this line, because a lot of figures nowadays, they just come with alternate parts. You don't have to hunt down crazy variants and this and that, because it's already hard enough to find something once. It's another to find a variant that also happens to be a store exclusive like this one. So maybe in the future, we'll get a Red Hood with both heads, the guns, maybe these swords, and I guess the crowbar if you're into all that. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know whenever I upload more reviews like this one. Gotta show that algorithm who's boss, right? And as always, don't forget to hit me up on Instagram at Overlord Productions and leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of this guy, whether you want him, love him, or hate him. I see a lot of people being 50-50 on this figure because we already have the helmeted version, which, again, I think is the superior of the two versions, aside from the fact that he doesn't come with the swords from, again, I believe the League of Assassins, right? But as always, keep the comments civil, because the world sucks enough as it is. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.
There are several sacred things in this world that you don't ever mess with. One of them happens to be another man's fries. Now you remember that, and you'll live a long and healthy life.